Hi everybody, this is Dino Chris from Prehistoric Facts, and this is an answer questions episode. I'm going to do the question, and I'm actually going to give a movie review for you guys. Alright, this question is from Brad from Wausau, Wisconsin. He wants to know how real Jurassic Park is. Well, since that I am a big fan of Jurassic Park, and I actually do love the movie series, and I actually do get this question from time to time. Now, how Jurassic Park actually went out is this. There are some things they did get right. It was basically the size of the some of the size of the dinosaurs were actually correct. Like the Tyrannosaurus Rex being 40 feet long and probably like 15 feet tall. That was pretty much correct. And the Rex in the horizontal position is correct. Especially how the backbones are actually lined up for the dinosaur skeletons and all that kind of stuff. But there are some things that kind of made a little bit of a hiccup on this. Basically, there's many things. One is basically the Velociraptors are actually the wrong kind of dinosaur, and you see the Velociraptors are actually Deinonychus in the movie. But when you get to Jurassic Park 3, you actually see that the size is still the Deinonychus size, but the skull is actually the Velociraptor, and then you actually see that the feathers are actually right there. And also another thing they got wrong was Tyrannosaurus Rex's eyesight. Now, in the movie, they actually said that if you stand still, Tyrannosaurus Rex wouldn't be able to see you. Technically, that's wrong. And you see recent CAT scans on Tyrannosaurus Rex's brain case, the part of the skull which actually holds the brain, shows that with the model shape of the brain, which is basically they just scan the brain case and then they actually get a digital model of what the brain might have looked like. And what it actually shows is that Tyrannosaurus Rex does have large optic lobes, meaning it's the part of the brain that is associated with sense of sight. And since the optic lobe is actually enlarged, showing that it has very good eyesight, and so that is technically wrong by standards for the movie, especially when they're actually trying to make it more interesting. But I understand they're trying to make it more interesting, and so how the producers make the movie and how the director wanted the movie to look like, and see how the story was actually going to be. I understood that. Another thing they actually got wrong is basically that we don't have the ability to clone a dinosaur. And you see, trying to get DNA out of a blood-sucking bug, out of a piece of amber, which is fossilized tree sap, is basically not going to be realistic. Because you see, if it's a mosquito that is actually fossilized in amber and actually basically still has the contents of blood inside of its abdomen, then I would think most of the DNA from that blood would actually be digested away, because then there wouldn't be that much of DNA left. We can actually get the DNA of the insect or the arachnid that is actually fossilized in amber, but we don't have the ability to actually get DNA out of a dinosaur. But there are ways to actually possibly get it, but it's just that the DNA samples are just so small, and we won't be able to actually possibly have that, and we don't have the technology to do that sort of stuff. And so that's kind of a little out of the question, and I think it's pretty much what they actually kind of did to make the movie a lot better. And it's in the book as well, but it's just that I think it's just pretty much that they just try to make it like as thrilling as possible, and kind of make people's imaginations kind of see what it could be like to actually clone a dinosaur. But I still love the Jurassic Park series. The first one I am actually going to love the most. The first one is I'm always going to love that one. And the second one, not as good as the first one, but even though I kind of liked it, third one I didn't like as much just because, you see, I thought it was too short, and also I thought it was actually, the story wasn't as great as the first one or the second one. The second one I can understand the story, but the first one is always going to be number one in the books. It's mainly number one in the books. But anyway, let me actually get to a movie review for you guys, and that is this Walking with Dinosaurs movie that actually came out on DVD, Blu-ray, not basically like a few weeks ago. And what I actually am going to give you guys is this. I saw the movie in the theaters back when it actually came out, and what I actually saw was this. I love the dinosaurs. I love how the dinosaurs were actually being played out throughout, like, its environment, like how it would actually interact with the environment. And also I thought that as the dinosaurs are presented in great color, and also they're actually presenting in behaviors that I think would probably be almost realistic. But the one thing that I actually did not like, and it really, really irritated me, was this. It was the dialogue. I hated the dialogue. I did not like the dialogue at all. And you see, that is actually what I think is probably, it kind of killed a lot of Walking with Dinosaurs fans away from this movie, is because, you see, I think the movie studio that actually made the movie actually kind of did this at the last minute. They actually decided to actually add dialogue to actually make it more of a family-friendly movie. Now, if you have kids, I mean, I understand that you think that probably it is actually a good movie for the little kids to actually have the dialogue, to actually kind of think it's like a family-friendly movie. But if you're a big dinosaur fanatic, as I am, and also a big paleontology kind of fan as well, as I am, you want to actually see what the movie would have originally been like, without the dialogue. And I suggest to anybody that is actually dinosaur fans of movies, get the Deluxe Edition, because you see that actually has the Cretaceous cut, which is basically this. It's actually the movie without the dialogue, and you can actually hear the dinosaurs roaring and grunting and making these hooting kind of sounds to make it more of like it was actually the part of the BBC series 14 years ago. I mean, that's what I think. I think what you guys should actually be doing is basically get the Deluxe Edition. Even though it's a little bit more expensive, it still actually is probably better. And it just infuriates me to actually watch the movie with the dialogue. I just can't stand it. I think I just rather watch the actual TV series of Walking with Dinosaurs, because I thought it was so spectacular. I think it still stands the test of time for any kind of dinosaur show that was ever presented on TV. I think it was just unbelievable. The computer graphics was just unbelievable, and also how the dinosaurs actually interacted with the environment is just unbelievable. I loved it. I think it was just a great movie series. I thought it was just a great TV series. And being that the dinosaur fan that I am, and also paleontology fan that I am, I did like Walking with Prehistoric Beasts, which is the next series of the Walking With series, which is actually going to the age of mammals after the dinosaurs went extinct, after the extinction of the dinosaurs. But I also liked Walking with Monsters, which is also nicknamed Before the Dinosaurs, and I liked that as well. I thought it was very quick, and also it actually kind of explains what the animals were like way before the dinosaurs. And how life began in that kind of sense. But you see, I did not like Walking with Cavemen. I thought it was actually not as great as Walking with Beasts or Walking with Dinosaurs. But Walking with Dinosaurs is still gonna still stand as the best. So because since people actually love watching dinosaurs, and since that this is actually a great TV series all around, and I think probably right now we're actually at a stage where TV is not really showing any more dinosaur shows, just because you see because most of the stuff that you actually find about dinosaurs is already on the internet. I mean, you can actually go online and look at any kind of dinosaur, and you can actually get the information right there. But you see, be careful of what your sources are too. If you go on Wikipedia, I mean, that's fine. It's just that it's just not a reliable source. Wikipedia is a good kind of fun way to get your information, but it's just not a great source. If you're writing a paper for school or anything like that, don't use that as don't use Wikipedia as a reference at all, because basically teachers would say to you that you do not do that. You do not put Wikipedia on your citations or your references. So that's kind of actually a big no-no for writing papers. But anyway, but with the Walking with Dinosaurs movie, I liked the dinosaurs. I loved how it actually put out with the dinosaurs, but the dialogue I did not like. I didn't like the dialogue. I thought it was just a big mistake by the movie studios, and I think that was just a big mistake. And they tried to play it way too safe, and so just probably get the Deluxe Edition and watch the Cretaceous cut. That would probably be the best option. It would be a lot better just to see the dinosaurs without the dialogue. That way you can actually understand how they would have behaved, and also how would they actually probably would have sounded like. But we still don't know what dinosaurs actually sounded like, though. Anyway, that's it for now, and next week will actually be a special episode. So if you got a dinosaur that you want me to talk about, or any kind of prehistoric animal that you want me to talk about for next week's special episode, feel free to post it on my Facebook fan page, or other ways you can actually email it to me at dinocris71@gmail.com. And also, you can still send me questions anytime for the next answering questions episode would actually be May 3rd, and so it would actually be helpful to actually get some questions answered, and that way I can actually see what other things you got me in store. But also, like I said, you can actually post the dinosaur or prehistoric animal that you want me to talk about in the Facebook fan page. You can post it on the Facebook fan page, Prehistoric Facts with Dino Chris. So you can also send me questions there as well. Put it in the comment section of any Facebook post, and I will actually read them on the Facebook page. So, and also you can follow me on Twitter at CSGRALL. And make sure to take care of the people around you. And also for your younger people out there, make sure to listen to your parents, your teachers, and your guardians. Those are the best motivation you can have for a good education. It's very important to have a good education, because with a good education, you can get a good job in the future. All right, that's it for now, and I'll see you guys next week.